Well, well, well. Oh, 8:44 p.m. and this is the video for tomorrow, the 12th of January. And it's my first video alone for the fourth year of recording. And I've been pondering all day what topic to talk about. And I've selected this, the Opal Tour and the Full Circle Project. Yesterday afternoon and evening, I connected with the Opal Tour organized by Lisa Harrison and crew. I thought I was going to meet one of my Aussie friends, but that didn't happen. She's in Morocco. Max Egan is another voice from the land down under where lots of good things are happening. Here's a blurb from his Crow House website. Quote, "At this time in history, we have created a situation on this planet that is untenable, a culture that is unsustainable. This situation has been created through actions and legal systems that have been constructed and implemented by the governments of the world. Yet these governments are, and always have been, populated by public trustees. Therefore, the remedy to our current crisis lies not in the hands of government, but in the hands of the people. This stark reality has led to the creation of the Full Circle Project." And then I have the link to that blurb and the Full Circle Project page. And then I continue my blurb that says, "In the hands of the people," sort of contradicts what I heard one person say yesterday. We only have to be. We don't have to do anything. I respond, then nothing will ever get done. Indeed, I was informed last week that the Opal Tour was going to come within a couple of hours drive from where I live, and I thought, well, I'm going to go. I want to get a chance to meet Lisa Harrison, Bob Wright, and Brian Kelly, and whoever else is part of that tour. So I wanted to surprise Lisa and Bob and Brian, and I wasn't going to announce it to anybody that I was going. There was some lady named Heather that I met, of course, there last night, but not Heather Tucci Giraffe, another Heather. And I did meet her there, but I did say, yeah, I'm going, and several people recognized me right off when when either they showed up or when I walked in, and I was there an hour early before it was supposed to begin. And it was a beautiful evening, even though I was disappointed that I didn't get to meet Lisa and the others that we've heard on the wonderful blog talks Mondays and Tuesday nights that I used to listen to every Monday and Tuesday night, although it's been a while now. And there were some people there that had been on the tour from the very beginning, and those three people that I named, they're all now in Morocco. They stopped the tour a couple weeks maybe or so ago, and the two Florida events, Jacksonville and Lake Wales, or not Lake Wales, Lake Worth, they don't have the three people that organized the whole thing to begin with, but there were some amazing people there and some really nice energy that was very uplifting. But I did hear that one comment, and I can't remember who it was that said it, but I thought to myself, oh my God, are these people, this is what happens to the one people's public trust when we get the idea that there's nothing to do, we only have to be. We only have to radiate positive energy, and all of a sudden the world's going to change. And one person even said in a conversation with me that they think that we need to be following the teachings of Abraham. Well, in my book, the teachings of Abraham are by far and large, you just have to be. You just have to radiate positive energy, and nothing ever gets done when you do that, because we are God's hands, as well as his eyes, ears, mouth, bodies. We are the ones that manifest in the physical creation, the kingdom of heaven. And if the kingdom of heaven is going to be manifested on earth, it's going to take some action. And I'm sure that someday some of the people in the fifth dimensional part of the OPPT that think that there's nothing to do, there's only being that's involved, I'm sure they're going to wake up and they're going to realize that things change not because they were emitting all of this positive energy, but because there were actually people on the ground that realized there are things we're supposed to do, which is what Max Egan is all about. Another voice, as I said, from Australia. And I have so many friends there, and I have Australia. I tilted the globe up so that maybe Australia would be more prominent. It's right here. And Max is actually in Queensland. I don't know if he's in Brisbane or where, but he's in Australia there. And so Lisa is from, I believe Lisa is from Melbourne, which I'm from Melbourne, Florida. So I was really looking forward to meeting them. But anyway, Max Egan created this thing called the Full Circle Project. Let me flip over to that page. And it's an action list. I mean, the link again is in the blurb, and it's the mission. This stark reality has led to the creation of the Full Circle Project, to highlight the effects of the rampant modernization and the loss of natural and shamanic traditions has had upon both the collective human psyche and upon our home, the earth. To promote the implementation of local workshops designed to re-educate people and demonstrate the folly of basing existence wholly upon an economic model. Yes, to demonstrate the need to know more than ever the blending the old ways with the new as a means of creating an abundant and vibrant future for all. To promote initiative aimed at uniting the people of the world in its celebration of art, life, and the uniqueness and diversity of human creative expression. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but to work to effect, to promote the sharing, to undertake community action, to promote commerce initiatives, to work to help construct, to empower and fund, to create a fund, to expose free mankind from the clutches of the global central banking system, to work tirelessly to unite the peoples of Earth, to implement decisive action designed to place the balance of power back into the hands of the people of Earth, and to embark on initiatives. Action, 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 action. And I want to point out to you that think that there's no action that you need to, there's nothing you need to do. All you've got to do is think positive thoughts and the world's going to change because you're doing that. I don't believe you're helping. I believe you might be feeling peace, although I think you're probably covering up a lot of shadow voices that are screaming at you from inside of yourself, because this is the time of the awakening. This is the time when the underworlds are opening and everything that's been hidden is being exposed. But it's not a time to sit on our hands and wait for somebody to come and rescue us and do it for us. Now, there's always going to be the lazy people that think that all they've got to do is sit around and be. And they follow Abraham's advice about just thinking positive thoughts and don't focusing on what you don't want. Don't put any energy there. Don't acknowledge the problem. It's not a problem. Everything is wonderful. The whole world is in a really good way, and you don't have to worry about it. You're going to create that vibration, and you're going to help the earth ascend, because you're not getting involved in the actual work of liberating the shadow and liberating people within their shadow so that they can integrate and heal the shadow elements that are within us all. Every single one of us has been wounded. Every single one of us has had things happen in our lifetimes that hurt deeply, and it's embedded in our DNA, and we need to heal that. That's action, folks. It's action. It's not just being. It's being and doing. There's always the combination. There's always the integration of the two. It's not important. It's not just being. That's not the important part alone. It's being plus doing. Faith plus action. Faith and works. Not just faith, but faith and works. Not just hope, but hope and action towards something that you want, creating something, working toward a goal, actually doing something. Again, we are the hands. We are the bodies of the Creator. And creation changes because we help change it. We do something. Yes, be peace. Be positive. Be honest. Be truthful. Be all the things that you think you're supposed to be, but be loving enough to hear the cry of those that are wounded, including the wounds of your own inner child, including the parts of yourself that have been fragmented off and displaced and ignored. Hear those cries, because they're your cries. They're you crying to yourself to heal, and it does require you to do something, even if it's to let go, even if it's just to talk to your people around you and tell them what you're going through, and being honest and demonstrate how to live a truly spiritual life that does not deny and avoid, but that embraces life in all of its complexities, in all of its ups and downs, in all of its positivity and negativity, because it's both, in all of its light, in all of its darkness, in all of its ignorance, in all of its illumination. Let them see someone that is fully alive, fully human, which is fully spiritual. Spiritual people don't ignore and run away from the physical. They don't label it an illusion. That's false programming from the matrix, folks. And you're going to see that at some point. Everybody's going to see it at some point. And I'm just telling you point blank. It's not about these religious dogmas that you've been taught, even the New Age doctrines. You are not a terrible sinner. You are always loved. You are always desired by your Creator. And you are your Creator. You had a role in your own creation. And God did it with you. God played that role with you. And you need to come home to the understanding that, yes, it's important to have a good attitude. Yes, it's important to be uplifting to yourself and to be edifying to yourself and others. These things are important. There was one lady there at the Opal tour. I can't remember the word she used. It's the opposite of jealousy. And she says, I just get filled with joy at other people's joy. I mean, when I see other people being happy and joyous, I can't help but I just get so happy inside myself. And there's a word for that. And I wish I wrote it down. She said it several times, but I was trying to think of it before I started this, and I can't think of what that word is. I had never heard it before. It's a brand new word. But again, it's the opposite of jealousy. And that woman, that young lady was, I mean, her energy was through the roof. I mean, I actually did a love line thing where I asked her to place my hand on her heart, because that's what men do with women. They please place my hand. And did the love line for 30 seconds with her. You know, of course, the real love line is usually about 3 minutes or so with each person. But I let her look at, and my goodness, a soul connection. Felt it, you know, and we're all connected to each other. But we need to work toward a common goal. We need to build community. And a lot of what they were saying last night was about building intentional communities, building a community that accomplishes something. And this is all important. And this thing where the Full Circle Project with Max Egan, it's a beautiful, beautiful idea. And so many people around the world are coming up with these fantastic ways of transforming ourselves and transforming the world we live in. And let's make 2014 the year of real change. Let's work hard and work truthfully and steadfastly to bringing about the changes that are necessary and smothering the earth with light, shining the light into all the dark corners and letting the truth be known and letting people make better choices, even the people that have played the dark roles. Give them space and grace to allow them to repent, truly repent, to turn away from their their psychopathy and their sociopathy and actually find compassion and find a heart. I know that sounds impossible, but let's believe in the possibilities that everybody can come home, that everybody can change. And together, we can create a world that works for everyone. We can, we must, because as Max Egan says, the remedy to our current crisis is not in the hands of the government, but in the hands of the people. It's we the people that are going to change things. We have to change from the unsustainable culture. We have to change from a situation that is untenable. We cannot go on the way that we have. We need to change, we need to work hard, and we need to be the light in the darkness. Thank you for listening. Namaste.